by TLR and the Racer Payout Program. Make sure you go to horizonhobby.com, look up Racer Payout Program. You can learn all about the cool thing that Horizon has to offer from all their brands and the Racer Payout Program here on one of their top level. This is a tier 1 race here, their top program here at the PNB as these guys go out for their warm-ups. Is it going to be Dakota? Is he going to continue his domination? Is Fuller going to start on pole, dominate? Wiggins going to continue like his race and win the division? Is Rivkin going to move up from the 7th spot to take it? We're going to find out here shortly. It is Pro Truggy A main time here at the 2023 Psycho Nitro Blast on LiveRC.com. Courtesy of TLR and the Racer Payout Program. Here you go, a 30-minute showdown right now. Mason Fuller starting on pole, locked and loaded. Here we go. Mason Fuller leading the field around the freight train behind. Going over to triple the first time. What a beautiful sight watching them all fall in line. 17 cars behind Mason Fuller as Fuller in the HB leads them for lap number 1.
What a great start, watching all those Truggies fly over the triple. Wow, impressive. 18 Truggies on this track.
What a fantastic start, and there you go. Nobody can use the Joker lap here on lap 1, but we're anticipating lap 2. What's going to happen? Who's going to go from the back to the front? We got Fuller leading the way down the line across the stripe. Lap number 1 in the books. Qualifying order for the top 3. It's Fuller, Van Dalen, Bornhorst. Then we got Fenn, followed by Wiggins, Rose, Rivkin, Pavitas, Kasten, Heckert, Tollard, Lutz, your top 12 as they sky it over. Fuller coming up short. That's going to change it around. Seth Van Dalen now to the point.
That's right. Big Joe Bornhorst takes over second. Mason Fuller will be able to recap and be in third, but he's got the speed to hunt them down. But Seth got some clear air. And
Seth going Joker. Oh, the top 4 saying, I'm doing it now, pulling it out of the back pocket. So they only got 2 left now. Van Dalen led the charge to the Joker lap. Bornhorst, Fend, and Fuller.
And Fend is using a yellow wing this time. I guess it's helping to see out there in the backstretch because we haven't seen him use a yellow wing before.
Maybe yellow might be faster, I'm just saying.
Just might be. But, that was, Bornhorst makes a mistake and collects Dakota Fend. Oh, they're not going to be happy about that. But that allows Mason to go on by.
So Dakota able to punch it and reset, and he's not going to go Joker. So now these guys falling in line, trying to stay with Seth. Van Dalen out front, Fuller. Then this time by it's Fenn. B. Rose from the 6 to the 4. There you go, Brandon. How about Spencer Rivkin moving up
Seth
2?
Made a mistake just now, and it's going to allow Mason to catch up a little bit as they go over the leap of faith. They're just out of shot right there. But we see B. Rose on the backside of Dakota Fenn. Good to see B. Rose having some early success. And these guys aren't too far away from Mason, who's in second. He's trying to chase down Seth. So good to see. Dakota Fenn isn't worried about defending Brandon Rose. They seem to be just trying to chase down Mason ahead of them.
So Fuller surprisingly using 1 early. It's almost a forgiving conclusion that he's going to save those last 2. He did it. We watched his brother do it in his bump up main. So very, very interesting to see how it plays out. But we got 27 long minutes to go before we know. We got Seth, Mason, Dakota, Brandon, Spencer, Joe, Jared, Ryan Mayfield, and Cole Tollard rounding out your top 10. 27 minutes to go.
Yeah, and you see Jared Wiggins down there in 7th, the only guy in the top 7 that hasn't used any Joker lanes. The Wizards had a very successful, quiet weekend. I mean, quiet, but, doing very well out there on his, with his new JC tires.
Wiggins right now, 8 seconds. To the leaders if things remain the same. But is Van Dalen and Fuller going nose to tail right now. Fuller taking a look to the inside, nothing there.
Fuller's got that pace. He's a little bit faster than Seth right now. Ooh. Fuller looked like he was going to he wasn't going to do the Joker. He looked like he was going to turn down.
Correct, but I think he's like, hey, I got to stay with Seth. We got a big lead right now. We got to do it. And he stayed with Van Dalen. It almost cost him a mistake as he hit the pipe. But these two are going to get away from the field. But it is the story hasn't even started to be written yet, because we have all these joker lanes yet to do for the guys in mid-pack. Dakota, Bornhorst, Rifkin, all these guys got some joker laps to do. It's going to propel them back to the front, so anything can happen here with 25 and a half to go.
The Iceman got up on 2 wheels, but saved it. Gives Seth a little bit of breathing room, but Mason Fuller is in the hunt, trying to apply that pressure to Seth and wait for him to make a mistake and pounce on that.
Right now with 25 to go. Van Dalen out front. This pit stops is going to be very important because it's kind of a short in and a short out. We saw some of the guys during the warm-up launching it on the pit coming in and trying to fly 10, 15 feet to their pit spot. So it could get very dicey with cars in the pit lane and guys trying to come in pretty aggressive. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. And that quick right-hand turn as they exit the pit line. You come out too hot, you might cause a wreck or lose a whole lot of precious time.
They were following B. Rose out in the white car, the S-Rex car, doing it for Texas. That's Dakota Fenn right behind him. B. Rose has used 2 of his joker lanes while Fenn has only used 1.
It's Seth, followed by Mason. Brandon Rose sitting in 3 spot. He's used 2. Top 3 have used 2. 4 spot Dakota Fenn. He's only used 1. He's 4.9. This is the battle for the lead. Big whip there from Van Dalen, followed by Fuller.
Yeah, looks like Fuller's applying that pressure to Van Dalen. Can Van Dalen hold off the pressure from the Iceman? These guys have raced each other many, many times. They raced each other up the Hobbyplex during the Techno Series, so they will be familiar with their styles of racing.
Van Dalen, your leader, followed by Fuller as they come into the front side. Triple they go. Perfect line there.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Great shot there, the HB. Fuller holding on to second. They just had a survey that they put on the live and YouTube chat here, guessing who's going to be of some of the top 4. And Mason Fuller was the number 1 vote getter here in our quick little poll that we did on YouTube. He got 38% of the vote.
And we see Fuller right behind Seth. They seem to be doing similar lines as Seth comes wheeling out of that 180. But Mason seems to have just that pace. Is just checking up with Seth real quick. And let's see, he's just waiting for that little bit of a gap so he can shoot for it.
You watch these last couple laps, Mason Fuller absolutely looks faster. Oh, Van Dalen gets it. They get contact there. He went to the first one to crash. Very good. Good marshalling there. But it changes it around. Here we go. The factory white up to the 2 spot now.
That's right. That's B. Rose in second. I'm sure all the guys at Mike's are freaking out right there. I'm pretty sure they're watching it at the track. Let's go B. Rose, but Mason Fuller is right behind him.
Brandon Rose, a fan favorite from Texas, up to the 2 spot. We're going to go to the LiveRC Instant Replay and check that out. A small mistake here from Van Dalen, catching the pipe there sideways. He's the first one to crash. Unfortunately there, Fuller got the worst of that one. Again, good marshalling there, went to that one.
Looks like Seth came in for some fuel, I think. I could be wrong. Let's see. But let's see what's going on. We got some pit stops going on.
All right, you got Fish Daddy there. Billy Fisher, he's ready. Got his big mugs there. Hackard on the gun. Oh, Billy didn't look before he set him down.
TLR sponsors the pit cam. Thank you to TLR.
Great shot there. As all the action going on, we got more action there on the TLR pit cam there. Up and down, trying to get him in. All right, there's Fenn. Oh, contact coming out. Oh, good stop there from Fenn. Fenn showing it a 3 spot last time by. Again, pit stops happening here, so the order is going to change a bit. We got about 2 laps before we see where the ranking order is going to be. That time by Brandon Rose up to P1 from the 6.
It looks like Ryan Lutz is out early. Doesn't look like he's done. He only done 3 laps, so no idea what's going on with Ryan Lutz. So you don't have a pit reported on here, but we will find out for you later.
So pit stop number 1 cycling through in this 30-minute championship final here at the Psycho Nitro Blast on LiveRC, courtesy of TLR and the Racer Payout Program. Make sure you go to horizonhobby.com and check it all out. Look up Racer Payout Program. Learn everything they have to do for the customer. Our leader right now on the screen is shown as Joe Bornhorst. Seth Van Dalen 1.7 back. Bornhorst has used 2 jokers. Van Dalen has used 2. Dakota sitting in 3rd has only used 1. 4th spot, Brandon Rose cycling back to the 4th spot now with 2 in the book. of the joker lane. Fuller used 2, Rivkin 2, Wiggins 2, Mayfield 1. Here's the battle right now between Rose and Fenn.
I'm sure Barry's at home mentally coaching Dakota Fenn right now. Tell him to take it easy. He has 2 jokers in hand, and I think we're going to see some good racecraft out of Fenn in this last 20 minutes of racing.
Man, it's amazing to me how they do it. Watching the sportsman intermediate, and then we go to pro, that double section with the right-hand turn, and then they jump into the step-off. Absolutely amazing how they do that. And this battle now starting to tighten up here. Van Dalen, Fenn, Rose, and Fuller far from over now. 20 minutes left to go.
And we see Big Joe Bornhorst just on the back of Mason Fuller as he makes a mistake coming off the concrete slab. And there's Fenn going on the straightaway of the Tekin camera.
Excellent battle here up front. We knew it was going to be good. It's always good here at the PNB, and the joker lane just makes it that much more exciting. Not knowing what's going to happen till the very end, where everybody's going to finish. And we got Dakota Fenn right now in the best spot with 2 joker lanes yet to use, sitting in P2, 1.9 seconds behind Seth Van Dalen.
And we can just see Mason Fuller just catching up to Brandon Rose and Big Joe right behind Mason. Oh, Brandon Rose gets it up on 2 wheels during the 180 as they go on the sweeper to the front stretch.
Excellent race here now, just under the 20 minutes to go. 10 minutes down that quick here in our championship final for our pro Truggy A main. Your top qualifier, Mason Fuller, sitting back and forth. He's got hot lap of the race with a 38.333. Van Dalen right now on point, leading the way. We follow the all-white here. Brandon Rose into 3. Mason Fuller right behind him. We got Dakota Fenn in front of him, and Seth Van Dalen 1.7 seconds in front of Dakota.
And Brandon's going into a defensive driving right now. Mason would want to get around him so he can catch up to Fenn. He does not want to let Fenn and Van Dalen get out of touch.
Ryan Mayfield right now 4.7 seconds behind this lead pack as a top 5, throwing sparks down over the front side triple. It is Van Dalen, Fenn, Rose, Fuller, and Big Joe Bornhorst rounding out your top 5. Big here they go. Fuller trying to find a way by Rose. Rose keeping the door shut to the backside. Double A go. Fuller going to try to take a look to the inside. Nothing there. Rose keeping that door slammed shut.
That's right. Rose is making his Truggy 8 feet wide, making it very difficult for Mason takes the... Oh, he's used all his jokers.
He's all 3 and he got to the front as Van Dalen was battling there with Dakota Fenn. So the strategy he thought he was going to use and told us it is out the door 12 minutes in as all 3 joker lanes are in the books for Fuller, and he's got it out front right now, your top qualifier in P1.
Oh, what an excellent joker lap by Fuller. Got out just in front of Seth Van Dalen. But he's used them all. Dakota Fenn has 2 in hand, and Van Dalen has 1.
Dakota right now sitting the best. Cole Caston sitting back in 9th spot, hasn't used any, so no doubt he's going to improve his results towards the later stages of the race. And a mistake there. Oh, my.
Oh, no.
Fuller rolls it over there, and now he's going to go to the front, to the back. He's used all his chips in the game right now. Now he has the only thing left. He has to wheel it.
And we see Seth Van Dalen, Dakota Fenn, B-Rose, and Mason Fuller catching up to him, but he can't afford to make any mistakes like that again.
What a battle here. Van Dalen out front. Dakota Fenn right there behind him. Dakota a little squirrely in the backside. Now over to double. It's not just a couple truck lengths apart. Then B-Rose behind him there in the all-white. Then it's going to be Fuller. Down into the concrete they go. Oh, man, a little mistake. Dakota Fenn not close enough. Brandon right there sliding around. B-Rose got a good run here on Dakota. Brandon's got to be patient. Oh, Van Dalen going to open the door. Dakota Fenn sticking elbows out. Dakota Fenn now to the front.
Oh, what a good save by Seth, but that allowed Dakota Fenn to get by, but Seth is looking racy, and he's got Mason Fuller hot on his tail.
Mason Fuller put the wheel to the inside there. Brandon Rose a couple spots back there, and now he's up to the 3 spot. Mason knows he is all in right now on his joker laps. He's got none saved. He used them all, so now it is just up to his talent. Oh, Van Dalen going to the joker lane. Is he going to come out in front?
Crazy.
Yes. So Van Dalen now all in. He's used all 3 of his.
And Fenn's just hanging back. He knows he has 2 in hand. He's being patient, and he's going to rely on his epic skills not to make any mistakes and save those for the end.
Man, what an exciting start to this 30-minute championship final here. Psycho Nitro Blast here on LiveRC.com, presented by TLR and the Racer Payout Program. It's Van Dalen, Fenn, Fuller, Rose, Bornhorst, Rivkin 6, Mayfield 7.
And looks like we have Rose has dropped back a bit, and he's got Joe Bornhorst right behind him. So now we see a battle between Big Joe and Brandon Rose, but Brandon Rose looking really racy out there. Is having a great weekend and super happy. It's good to see that.
Van Dalen 1.4 seconds in front of Fenn. Again, Van Dalen, he's all in with his Joker lap. Dakota Fenn with 2, Mason, then Rose and Bornhorst, your top 5. Spencer Rivkin is 6. We got Mayfield showing in the 7th spot. Wiggins, Caston, Jones, Sontag, Tollard, Borden, Pavidis, Heckert, Spinrad, Drake. Rounds out your top 17 here. We are halfway there. 15 down, 15 to go. Seth Van Dalen from the 2nd spot on front right now. Looks like that might have been Joe pulling out.
Yep, Joe
doing another one.
That's his last Joker lane for Big Joe Bornhorst. He decided to take it, but Dakota Fenn still 2 in hand and in 2nd place behind Seth Van Dalen.
So you see these guys coming up to the big jump. There's Dakota Fenn. Right behind him is going to be Joe, followed by Mason. 14 and a half minutes to go.
I think Seth came in for fuel. Let's see. But Dakota Fenn out to the front with Big Joe behind him, I would believe. We'll see. I do not see Seth. I believe he came in for fuel.
All right, at the 15:40 mark this time by. Dakota Fenn is in. Seeing these guys jump up. Fenn up on the blocks. Sontag on the gun, down and away for Fenn. We stay with the leaders now as pit stops. Round number 2 going to cycle through. Here's a good shot there at TLR pit cam. All the action that's going to happen. These guys going at it. Oh, big whoop coming there.
What a good save. I believe that was Seth just now that saved it. He's been having some difficulties with that part of the track. We saw him have a little incident there earlier with Fuller.
With 13:45 to go. More pit stops happening. Oh, man. Trouble there.
That was
Tater, yep. All right, got one more lap here, and then everybody will cycle through as we got Bornhorst now showing to the front.
But Dakota Fenn still holding on to his 2 Joker laps, so Fenn's in a good position right now. Seth Van Dalen right behind him.
Absolutely epic race going on right now. That time die Bornhorst, Fenn, and Van Dalen. 13:13 left to go.
Looks like Billy Fisher's getting ready, or did they come in? No, I'm not sure. So
these guys now working it side by. Oh, a first mistake for Dakota Fenn. Where's the marshal?
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Okay, and I thought he was going to shoot off and take the Joker lane, but he keeps it. He's going to save him.
He's going to need him now. Oh, tough lap there. Just cut that corner. That's going to cost him 3, 4, maybe more seconds.
But Big Joe still out in front with a 4-second lead over Seth. And Mason Fuller 1.4 behind Seth Van Dalen. Let's see if these guys can reel it in.
Joe, Seth, Mason all in with their Joker laps. They used all 3 in the first stages of this race. It is Joe out front. 4-second gap between him and Van Dalen.
Looks like we got Big Joe with Mason Fuller right behind him now. And Mason is on the hunt, trying to get past Joe. Let's see when they come around. There we are. Big Joe. There's Mason.
Excellent battle here to the front side triple. They're trying to reel in Van Dalen. As the pit stops now all happen. 1.6 is the gap. Seth out front. Right in front of these guys. You see Seth coming in and out of frame. Bottom of your screen. Then it's going to be Joe, followed by the orange and yellow there, Fuller. Almost matching paint jobs each time. We always struggle. Which one's Joe? Which one's Mason? You can see him here, nose to tail, coming up to the concrete, sliding around. Going to be coming up on a little bit of traffic. Sideways is Bornhorst.
They got Seth in their sights now as he come down the straightaway. And Seth's going to have to do the first one to do some traffic, but he gets out of the way there for him as the top 3 go by.
11 and a half minutes to go in this one. Over the front side, triple the top 3. 4th spot is Dakota. Dakota right now 1.7 back. Check that, 2.6 back from Fuller as our leaders. Good shot there to Tekin Trap Cam on the backside there of the Leap of Faith. Coming on to the back double.
Yeah, it looks like Mason had a little bobble coming off of that, making that sweeper corner. But he's caught right back up to Joe Bornhorst.
Seth out front. Nose to tail here. Through the cement pond they go.
Seth's liking this right now. Oh, and Mason Fuller makes a mistake, but Seth's liking Joe Bornhorst and Mason Fuller battling out, and that's just allowing him to pull out a lead.
We have now 10 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Rose to the 5. So here's a rundown. Seth, Joe, Mason, Dakota, Brandon Rose, your top 5 with 10 minutes and 45 seconds to go.
And who is coming up behind Mason Fuller right now? It's the Phenom, Dakota Fenn, rocking the yellow wing with 2 Joker lanes in hand.
Dakota Fenn throwing down some heaters, a 39, a 38, and a 39 after that 44-second mistake lap. So Dakota Fenn, without a doubt, in this fight.
That's right. Dakota Fenn is hunting these guys down. Mason seemed to try to get down to Joe Bornhorst, but you know who he's hunting down? Joe's trying to hunt down Seth, but Seth's got some clean air ahead of him, looking really racy, and Joe's trying to defend from Mason. So people are liking this. Dakota Fenn and Seth Van Dalen right now.
Over the big air jump they go. First, second, third, and fourth. The gap between the top 3 guys is 3.3 seconds. See him coming here through this tight left, right, left section here. Into the concrete they go. Seth out front. The gap last time by 1.8. It is going to be less now this time by as they come gripping and ripping down the straightaway. Van Dalen over Bornhorst now 1.3 as they close the gap on Van Dalen.
You see Mason Fuller hounding Joe Bornhorst. He's looking for that one mistake that Joe's going to make, but Joe's done this enough not to crack under pressure. Let's see if the Iceman can do the same.
Dakota Fenn that time by a 38.8 to Mason Fuller's 38.5. These guys all sub 40 now every lap. Oh, a little touch in the corner there from Bornhorst. Fuller now going to go by.
Great save by Joe Bornhorst, but enough to let Fuller go by, and he's got his sights set on Seth Van Dalen.
What an amazing race we have from the front runners. Seth, Joe, Mason, Dakota, and Brandon Rose.
Seth having a great run right now. Coming up on some traffic right here, but hopefully they let him by because we have a great race going on. And we see Dakota Fenn chasing down Big Joe Bornhorst as well. But Dakota Fenn still has 2 Joker laps left.
What a save there from Dakota Fenn. Getting it crossed up there, going in the step down. Back to the backside double here. You see the top 4. They're coming up on a bit of traffic here. Going into the cement pond right now is Van Dalen, Fuller, Bornhorst, Fenn.
Nope, Fenn's still waiting. With about 8 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. One more pit left for these guys, I'd say.
So Dakota Fenn right now on the clock looks like to be 3.3 seconds behind the leader, and he has 2 Joker laps. None of the front runners have any more Joker laps. So Dakota, no doubt, he knows this. He knows he's in the catbird seat. He just has to keep the rubber to the dirt and take advantage of those guys using him early and him saving him here till the end.
And what Seth and Mason want to do right now is work together and not slow each other up, because that's just going to help Fenn. They need to get as much space as they can between Fenn and those Joker laps.
We got 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Hot lap of the race. Wha-bam, right there from Mason Fuller. How about a 37.9 lap there on lap 33? That's a straight-up lap. No Joker lap on that one.
Mason's flying, looking super solid in his Truggy win. Hoping to get that Nitro Truggy win as well. As we see Spencer Hecker come in for fuel. We see his dad and Fish Daddy doing the pit duties there.
All right, final round of pit stops coming. You can see it here in the TLR pit lane cam. Making it happen as they zoom on by. This is going to be it. It is a team effort for sure. The driver, the mechanic, it all has to go right. You see there a little trouble for Cole Tollard as he comes in. They get him down and away.
Seth coming in for fuel. This will be his last stop. He's going to have to, that was close.
Here's Dakota Fenn. Oh, they missed it. Eddie coming in.
Was that Fenn that went off the track?
We're going to see as they come out. Final round of pit stops here. Oh, my. It is coming up right now, the final 6.5 minutes. We love the Joker lane here at the PNB. Seth Van Dalen, your leader, all in, used all 3 of his. Dakota Fenn sitting in the 2 spot. He's got 2 to take yet. We'll see as this round of pit stops cycles on through, and then we're going to see who's going to be battling out for the final 5 minutes here in the Pro Truggy Championship Final.
Mason Fuller to the point with Seth Van Dalen 0.7 seconds behind, and Big Joe Bornhorst 2.8. Dakota Fenn still saving his 2 joker lanes, 1.6 seconds behind Big Joe.
All right, as they come around here, we're showing Fuller to the point in front. 0.7 last time by. Fuller, your top qualifier over the backside double. He goes. Where is Seth? There's Seth coming in and out of frame. Bornhorst showing third. Dakota showing 4. Brandon Rose 5. Rivkin in 6. Ryan Mayfield is 7. 5:45 left to go.
And there's Dakota Fenn taking one of his joker lanes, but Mason Fuller's in front of him, and so is Seth.
All right, so Dakota using joker lap number 2. He cannot afford a mistake. He needs to close the gap just a little bit, and he will come out in front. You gotta love it. Every year at the PNB, the joker lane adds so much drama, so much unknown to the final stages of each and every final.
There we see Dakota Fenn chasing down Seth Van Dalen now. So Mason Fuller pulling out away a little bit from Seth, but we all know that Dakota has that 1 joker lane left. I think he's going to save it to the very end.
He is 3 seconds back from Mason last time by. 9/10 of a second back from Van Dalen. So that joker lap, they get about 3 seconds is what they save, and Dakota needs all of that. Oh, somebody hung up there. Almost in front of traffic.
Yeah, Mason needs to just push right now. Oh, Seth cased that. That's going to allow Dakota to get in. What he needs is these 2 guys battling it out so he can push away and get that lead that he needs to keep it over Dakota when he takes his joker lane.
4.5 minutes to go. Last time by, Fuller, Van Dalen, and Fenn. There's Fenn. Using joker lap number 3 coming out.
Right behind Mason.
Right behind him. Here we go. Showtime, ladies and gentlemen. With 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go. Dakota now pushing the chips to the center of the table. He is all in with a whip like you've never seen before. What a save from the Fremont Dakota Fenn.
That was amazing, but that allows Fuller a little bit of breathing room, but Dakota is on the hunt.
What a battle we got here. Your top qualifier, Mason Fuller. He has been the Iceman here. He has not flinched. He has not. We saw him go with his brother head to toe. He has taken everything that Seth, everything that Dakota has thrown on him, everything that Bornhorst has, and it's a half a straightaway right now with 3 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Here comes Fenn off the straightaway.
And they're coming up to lap traffic as Fenn is right on the back end of Mason Fuller. And we got, I believe, one of the, looks like probably Jared Wiggins or somebody like that in front of him. Wow, right behind him. A little bit of breathing room.
We go back 3 laps to that absolute insane save that Fenn had. He had it upside down, backwards and sideways, somehow pulled out of it. And they continue this fight here over the concrete. They have 3 minutes to go this time by. 27 minutes in, these guys going head to toe here. Fuller and Fenn full on. 1.1 is the gap. Mason Fuller, your top qualifier, in control of this one.
Yeah, it seems like Fenn's a little fast in this section, able to catch up to Mason, but Mason seems to be able to pull away on the back section there and coming into the concrete slab.
Here they go to the backside, double Fenn. Oh, on the pipe here. Fenn is at oh no!
What?
Oh my goodness, Fenn somehow landed. I was just going to say he is at 110% trying to reel in Fuller. It almost cost him right there. As they go to the concrete now, we got 2.5 to go. A small mistake there from Fuller, just a 10th or 2, but that's what it is. That's the game right now. The gap this time by 1.9 seconds. 2:20 left on the race clock.
Yep. We can see Fenn pushing right there. He just went up on 2 wheels. Car's getting a little edgy down there at the end of the straightaway. But this is allowing the Iceman to pull away as we see lap traffic got out of the way for Mason as he makes a mistake.
We'll see if he comes out unscathed. He does. Going to cost him a little bit. But it is this level right now. They cannot afford any more of those. Dakota gave him a second. Now he just gave back about half of that. You can see him here in the same section, coming up on a bit of traffic here as they cross the line now. $1:45 to go. It is Fuller leading the way over Fenn.
And Fenn gets by that lap traffic, and he's on the move to catch up Fuller right in this section that Fenn is really fast at, but Fuller's looking very solid right now.
Fenn is faster right there in the jump. Here they go over the leap of faith. They're up and down. A bit of traffic in front of Fuller. He gets it through it, no problem. We're at $1:30 to go in this one. What an exciting finish we have here. 1.5 seconds is the gap. Traffic is right there. Hopefully these guys give way. Whoa!
That's B. Rose, I believe, is going by. B. Rose is in 5th.
Just like that, Brandon was battling up front, but it doesn't take much at this level. These guys getting lapped here as Fuller and Fenn with 1:05 to go. Fuller absolutely laying the laps down, putting 0.6 of a second on Dakota that time.
Fuller had a little bobble there when he landed off the triple, but was able to come out unscathed and goes over the leap of faith with 53 seconds left.
Just under a minute to go. Here we got Mason Fuller leading the way to the backside. Double they go. Right on point there at the apex. Through the rollers he goes. 4:0 seconds to go. Through the concrete patch they go one more time.
Oh, the Iceman keeping it smooth. Let's see if he can bring it home. One more lap, but Fenn got by that lap traffic, and he's going to come in this section super fast.
All right, here we go. 30 seconds to go. This is the final lap. Over the front side, triple, 20 seconds to go. It is Fuller right now with a 1.5 second lead. He gets hung up. Here comes Fenn. That's going to give Fenn some hope. Here they go. 10 seconds to go. It is going to be a battle. It's going to be a duel to the finish line. To the backside, double they go. Wing high for Fenn. Hard on the binders. Going into the 180. It's going to come down to the concrete. Patch it out. Fenn up on two wheels. Fuller going to hang on with 2 more turns to go. What an absolute brilliant drive. Your top qualifier coming across the line, taking the W. Mason Fuller, your winner.
What an awesome race. That was awesome. Awesome, awesome. Wow.
What an amazing race that was. Wow. They threw everything they had at Fuller and could not get him to flinch. Oh, man, all you folks, there's a shot of these guys coming down off the driver's stand. My, oh, my, you guys waited all day, all weekend for our first pro final, and that right there is money in the bank for Mason Fuller. What an absolute brilliant 30-minute drive there. Battling back and forth, numerous leaders of that one, and it was Mason Fuller earning that win, and he absolutely earned it. What a run that was. All right, we're going to throw it down trackside to crown our champions here in Pro Truggy.
5 spot is Brandon Rose. In the number 4 spot, Joe Bornhorst. In the number 3 spot, Seth Van Dalen. In the number 2 spot, Dakota Fenn. And your top qualifier and 2023 Psycho Nitro Blast Pro Nitro Truggy champion, Mason Fuller!
I'm here with Seth freaking Van Dalen. You just came third. Awesome race. You was looking good. A lot of strategy going on. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Led a lot of laps. I felt great the whole time. Just missed a little bit on setup. I think I played my jokers well. I thought about playing them all at the start, but tried to manage and kind of slow the pace down when they got behind me. Try and play some head games, but didn't really work. Tried to make a charge at the end. I made up a little bit of time, but then had a crash and just settled for third.
Yeah, I think it's a good result for you.
Yeah, it feels really good to be back up here. Truck was working great, motor was working great, tires, everything. The whole program was awesome this weekend. I'm excited for Nitro Buggy and E-Buggy, and we'll get back after it.
Sweet, man. Well, good luck in your future mains, and thank you for the awesome race.
Thank you.
All right, the Phenom. Oh man, oh man. Woo! How did you hold off with those 2 jokers for so long?
Yeah, I was just doing my best to manage the race. Mason had a lot of speed that time. And yeah, I was just doing my best to try to stay close and kind of keep an eye on that. I knew it would be close there at the end. And then I got right behind Seth there, and I had 1 joker left. So kind of had to take it and try and stay in touch with Mason. But stuff was good. Really only had 1 mistake, 1 crash. Then that cost me. So clean it up for E-Buggy and Nitro Buggy.
Yeah, we got to ask you, running a yellow wing, you usually run a black wing. Any reason for that?
Just so I can see, just depending how smoky it is and stuff. Nothing too crazy.
All right, so you ready for your E-Buggy and Buggy main? Any plans for that?
Yeah, I kind of learned a little bit with tires with Truggy, so I think I'll probably stick with the same thing for E-Buggy. Maybe go up from the green to the blue compound and just kind of see how it is to learn a little bit more for Nitro.
All right, sweet. Good luck. We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
All right, Iceman. Come over here, Iceman. That's 2 A finals and 2 wins for you.
Yeah, that was a crazy race. At the start, I don't know, I had a lot of wrecks. Like 20 minutes in, actually, I kept wrecking. I don't know, maybe I was nervous. I don't know what it was, but last 10 minutes, I don't know, I just kept my head down. Dakota had 2 jokers, so I figured he'd come out in the lead after he took them, but I was just trying to run some fast laps, not wreck, and then came out in the lead and held it off to the end.
We saw Seth take the joker lane. Was you just going to follow whatever he done?
No, I didn't know that he was going to take it that lap. I would have not taken it, but he took it too, so I was going to try and pass him, but...
Yeah. It saw like he almost was going to take it one time, and he saw you got it and you bet. I think that's the second one.
Yeah, I wanted to take it by myself, you know, to try and pass people, but I don't know, it worked out in the end.
You learn anything from these 2 finals for your next mains?
Cars were great, so hopefully Nitro Buggy and E-Buggy will be the same.
Oh, sweet, man. Good luck to you. We look forward to it.
Thank you.
All right, so that's Mason Fuller, your winner of Pro Nitro Truggy and E-Truggy. We're getting ready for the next mains out here watering. What an awesome race. Thank you to all that are tuned in, and we're going to send it back to Scotty.